had been let go.
How is that? How does that make you guys feel that you stifled?
Mm.
You muted, Eddie.
I don't feel like I'm stifled. I feel like I don't add coworkers. If they ask me often when I was still in the corporate space, I'd be like, nah, man, social media, Insta what? I've never heard of it. It's just like, nah, I'm not
Well,
adding
not
you,
not
right?
not that part, Eddie. But I don't. I
What part?
that probably wasn't a question for you though, because I don't feel like you stifled on social media. But like, how do you feel for the people that are watching what they say, watching what they post? How does that make you feel?
I think it's
Like an
corny.
adult,
I think it's corny in this
Ouch.
way. I
because
think
I
you should always be yourself 100% every day, all the time. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But granted, like
But I
Eddie
think you
said, like
still pick and
I
choose your
don't let nobody be
spaces.
I don't let
yes,
nobody be friends with me on social
yes.
media from my workplace. Nah, because I'm
But
a
I think
private
everybody
person.
picks and chooses the space that, where they like, okay, maybe it's a space I can be a little bit extra and it's a space I gotta kind
Right.
of be toned down a little bit. You're gonna always pick and choose.
Correct.
You're
And
never
that's
gonna be extremely authentically you. Like
and
like
I don't know.
let's
I feel like I'm me every day. But then again,
well,
I use social media, as a tool to, promote what the hell I'm doing. You know what I'm
and Bub, I
saying?
can't speak for how your life is or anything, but we do it naturally with how we act around children versus how we are around adults, or how we talk around our parents versus how we tailor certain interactions based on who
Mhm.
we're talking to, naturally out of respect and understanding of like this is appropriate here and not there. Totally still ourselves. It's just
Mhm.
we know better than to act a certain way in a certain space. Why is social media any different? Especially when it ties to our job, which could hurt us financially and take like our stability away.
But
Mhm.
some people
So
forget that it's tied to, they forget that it's a public platform and it could be tied to your job and it could potentially come up at a later date. So I don't know if they're just not
No,
mindful.
no.
but you should be. That's what we're saying.
Well, no. So
Well,
I think let me reorganize the question because I think that yeah, space and time matters, but I'm talking about when you don't say certain things, right? When you want to actually say those things. Like I don't have that problem.
I don't have that problem either because I'm gonna get that shit off my chest.
Yeah, that's
It
what
ain't
I
it ain't it
mean.
ain't
Like
it ain't fair to my mind, body, and soul to keep
yeah,
something in me that I could have potentially just let the hell out
yeah.
and be done with it right then and
And
there.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
uncommon in a sense. I have the same personality I would have online, like that I have with my coworkers. I'm silly. I crack jokes all the time. I'm off the cuff, but I'm also in sales. I'm like, so my coworkers, we're like really easygoing, laid back. But I'm the same Shannon on Instagram for the two posts I put up that I am, when I'm at work talking in a team room on WebEx or posting a
Yeah.
meme to make my coworkers laugh. Same person. So
Mhm.
I mean, I guess some people who have hard opinions might find that harder, like really deep political opinions and stuff like that. But we had people who were so bold, lie to you not, talking on the side chain of a company wide check in during some of the hardest times we've had over these last 2 years, saying like, why are we stopping to talk about Black Lives Matter? Why are we doing this? And like a couple of them forgot that they were contractors and got dismissed within like right after that call from the company.
Wait, but hold
But
on
people
though,
are
Shanny.
bold.
Yeah, but did any of y'all check them?
Oh, they were checking them in the comments on the side. But when the CEO who was on the call talking found, like, I guess the people didn't realize like that the chain was going to be recorded. When he saw that and it brought to him, those people were gone. And they were just expressing themselves. But it was the wrong time, wrong place, and they sacrificed their jobs to be able to say why we got to talk about Black Lives Matter at work.
Got it.
So social media can also be, I think, a space at work now that we've gone to a virtual sense as well. So like things like WebEx, Zoom, all this other stuff, when we're chit chatting and Microsoft Teams in those rooms,
Yeah.
like you got to tailor that stuff just like you do anywhere else, but people don't.
Hell yeah.
I feel like if something come up in a Zoom meeting that touch you the wrong way, you need to address it right then and
Right then
there,
and there.
where
Yeah.
everything is clear, lay it all out on the table. listen, so and so, I understand you my superior, but I don't like what the fuck you just said. Keep it a buck.
But it don't even have to be nothing like
Keep it a buck.
hostile like that. It could literally be
Now I'm
like,
just saying, I'm
Yes, it does.
not
Yes, it does.
in those
Yes, it
exact words, but check it right then and there.
no, I
Period.
mean, I agree with what they're saying. I'm talking about, let's say, for example, we're
Like,
having,
yo, you out of line.
I'm familiar with Teams and how there's like a chat. So it's the instant messenger. So if you and your coworker are just going back and forth, just kicking the shit and stuff like that, it's like, yo, so and so did this, but it's text me. Don't write that shit in the chat. Text me, because me personally, I don't ever want to leave no trail. I don't want nobody to be like, you weren't talking about work stuff, you weren't doing this, what you were saying was inappropriate, because people have the ability to pull things. It's work property.
Yo,
Social
if
media
y'all
thing.
boss
So,
ever give y'all the floor to talk freely,
take
that
for sure.
opportunity to talk freely.
Absolutely.
They giving y'all that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste that joint, because it could come back and bite you. I'm telling you. If they give you that floor, take that floor.
Hold on,
I'm
Shan.
of the Negro.
Shan, do me a favor. Take a deep breath. Let somebody else talk for a second.
Oh, excuse me. All right.
I see everybody, Shan, everybody doing this, and then you beat them to it. Go ahead. Who was that talking? Said
it wasn't saying it wasn't me, but however, just listening to all y'all. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. I don't have to worry about none of that, being, a business owner, so forth and so on. However, it's the gift and the curse, as I said earlier, of social media. I mean, I'm gonna stand on what I stand on. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say, how I want to say it, when I want to say it, period. I mean, unfortunately, it might close some doors somewhere, but that door wasn't meant for me to go through. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and a place for everything, as Miss Shani said, with your parents, with your grandparents, so forth and so on. Social media, everybody can be the shadow or the whatever of what they think they are on there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they can put on whatever persona they want to be and be whoever they are. So with me, whatever I say on social media, I have no problem saying to anybody to their face. That's just what it is, and that's what I stand on. I will always stand on that, and that's just how I am. And I mean, we might not agree. We can agree to disagree, but whatever topic, whether it be something political, whether it be any of the alphabet shit, anything, I'm gonna say what I say, and that's how I feel about it. Unfortunately, we may agree or not agree. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think easier said than done for a lot of people. That's what it sounds like. But I just was really trying to explore, like, how does that feel, like, to not be able to say what you really want to say because you're scared of repercussions.
So it looked like it's fucked up to me, but my bad, but it looked like it's fucked up to me.
So yeah, I don't think it, because I used to do it a lot more than I do it now. So I think it definitely depends on where you're at in your career. But like job title does kind of matter. I don't think, I know you want to be strategic too, though, because you want to be received. So you always have to cater to your audience, right? That was something I used to struggle with, being right versus being received. So I think that goes into play. But in terms of what Hamp is talking about, when I did it, I don't know where I got taught it, but it really didn't bother me so much that I was doing it, because it was for a reason. Like, I needed my job. I need my job to take care of all of these kids, to pay the bills. Like, I'm thankful for my job. Oh, and I'm moving up. So it's just like anything else, you got to do what you need to do to be successful. And it was a part of it. So I really didn't feel no type of way until it started getting crazy, to where now, if people say they're animals, we got to call them animals. You know what I'm saying? So now that we just hit this point, it's like, yo, okay, okay, we done took it way here. It's only so much you can take. It's only so much you can bend to. But again, where you're at in your career still matters too. So whereas, like, yeah, my job is important, but if I was to lose my job, I also have the skill set and the experience to just go all into my private practice too. You know, being a man, having kids, having a family, I'm not gonna risk that off jump when at a certain age. You know, so I think that matters too when making that decision.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I got a couple more questions. Hey, Alex, I don't have a haircut. That's why I got a hat on. What's your This shit kind of crazy on there.
When I came in, it was raining. Okay.
My
Got
bad.
a little crazy.
I thought,
okay with you?
you know, I know how you do, so you know, I'm just asking this shit.
Hey, yo, take it off for us one time.
No, that's all right.
No. The hair attached to that motherfucker. She taking it off.
Like the lady at the airport.
She got cornrows. She got cornrows under there. Everybody know that. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and we out.
What's goody?